Hello, welcome to Sharing Creativity and Company. My name is Sharon Cheng, and today I'm going to show you some tips for putting together the Hello Life Simply Created kit that's in the new Occasions catalog with Stampin' Up. First of all, here's what comes in the kit. You have a lot of leftovers that you can use for other projects. This is the kit the way it's shown. I put it together pretty close to how it looks here. I'll show you a couple of things that I added and a couple tips for maybe making it go together a little bit easier. So let's get started. So the first thing I did, and I'm going to start clockwise from the top left corner, for Love This Life, you can either use a ruler to line up the letters, or what I ended up doing is I started with a ruler, then I figured out that these little squiggly lines in the design, actually if you just use the bottom of a row of triangles, then you can line it up that way too. And I found that easier to use than a ruler. For the little hearts at the bottom, I use mini glue dots. You may or may not know this, that pretty much any adhesive, you can fold it back and it'll stick on itself, because the mini glue dots are actually bigger than the hearts. But I put it on there and then I just folded it back on itself. Gives it a little bit of dimension, which you may or may not be able to see that it pops them up just a little bit. So that's how I did the Love This Life. For the pom-poms, I'll just tell you right now, that is not a quick thing to do. Making them is easy. Fluffing them up is a sit in front of the TV while you got time and fluff them up. I ended up, instead of using the instructions to wrap it around 3 fingers, I just cut a piece of cardboard that was 2 inches wide, wound it around. The other problem I had is I could not use a 2-inch piece of baker's twine to tie it together. I used a 6-inch piece, but before I did that, to get it tight enough, I just actually used a tie wrap to tighten up the pom-pom. Then I put the baker's twine around it so I could tie it real snug. Then I removed this and I fluffed up the pom-poms. For the shaker card over here, I really didn't do anything different. And one of the things I wanted to show you on the fun little photos, the photo I wanted to use, this is a lot of my downline that went to convention in 2014, and the picture wasn't big enough to fit the square. So I just added a caption at the bottom through my digital studio. You could use other programs, or you could add an embellishment, a different color, so this way you don't have to find a picture that's 2.5 by 2.5. The other thing I did was on the banners, it has you fold over an edge, and that worked for all of them except for the chalkboard paper. That was just really too thick and it kept coming back up. So what I did for that is I used our handy dandy Stampin' Up stapler, and it's actually stapled behind the heart, but the heart covers the staple. So that worked out really well. And then you can see that I've leftovers from another project. These butterflies were on the table they were leftovers from a different project, and I thought they looked kind of cute on this project, so I added them to it. The Do More of What Makes You Happy, I did go ahead and emboss that one just to make it pop a little bit more. I wanted it to stand out and be a little bit more white. Oh, I forgot. On these folded hearts, what I ended up doing on them is to attach them to the twine. I ended up following the instructions for the folded part, but then I took the flat heart, I put it on one side of the twine, and then I added the folded hearts to the other side. And that is how I attached it, so it's got a clean back and front. Those of you that know me know I'm kind of picky about that. Okay, I think that's it. I hope you'll enjoy getting your Hello Life Simply Created kit and making it fit you. Thank you for sharing creativity and company with me today. Remember to shop with me to get what you want for your next crafting project.